It's nice and quiet, nice and breezy. Oh, my construction somewhere in the far distance, but that's okay, that's progress. But otherwise, this house, it feels like a secret garden, and it's just like out of nowhere from the street, di ba? Kala mo wala lang, pero pagpasok mo, ang laki niya pala. And I want to show you this place. So, make sure you watch till the end of the video because this is an amazing property that's available here in Merville Paranaque. Touring this beautiful modern tropical home. But before we go through the main entrance, I just wanted to show you the gate for your carport. So you can actually fit 6 vehicles in here, 2.5 of which will be covered and then the rest are exposed, but you do have a lot of greenery to work with and that's gonna help give you a lot of shade for your cars. I do also want to note that this is an automated gate, but we're not going to go through there. Ba't ako nabubulol? Siguro dahil sa grinder. Parati namang may grinder pag nag-visit kami. So, there's the mandatory one. So, as you're walking here, you'll notice na sobrang ganda ng greenery, right? It's just lush plant life. And all of a sudden, boom, you have your main gate right here. I love that. At least, you know, the main pedestrian gate. Parang puro halaman and then all of a sudden you can go in. It feels like a secret garden almost. So, when you go in, you're covered, so you're protected from the elements agad. And then here on the right side, you'll see a pathway leading to another carport over there. So you have an additional carport over at that side of the property. So that's a 6+1. And then over here, you have a covered lanai, which also has a view of your garden and your carport, as well as a view of your living area because all of this is glass. And that being said, let's now go through the main entrance. Oops. And here we have it. It's a very modern tropical home, as I mentioned. So from your main entrance, although it's not open space, pero nga, since it's puro glass, you have your living, you can see a portion of your dining, your main stairs, and then again, your living. So basically, it's this one massive living space with 2 separate seating areas. So it's up to you kung paano mo siya aayusin for when you entertain family and friends over for holidays and special occasions. So obviously, everyone's gonna have a place to sit down and chit-chat. This particular area of the living room, though, you do have high ceiling and it's also sloped. So it gives this very dynamic angular design. This wall is just window, so it lets in a lot of natural light. Makulimlim lang today in case it doesn't look too bright over at your perspective, from your perspective. But yes, it's very bright. And then you have these modern chandeliers to again accentuate the fact that it's modern, tropical. Now, before we explore the rest of the floor, I wanted to show you this one. So from your living area, you have sliding doors, frosted sliding doors, that lead to one of the bedrooms. So I love the fact that this one is on the ground floor. So this could be your granny room because it's easily accessible. So you have a lot of space. And then, naka-off lang yung ilaw, sorry, kaya madilim. There you go. And then you have your walk-in closet and, well, basically your ensuite, toilet and bath right here. Again, lots of space in case you needed it for, well, for the differently abled, meron namang mga pantulong. So you have your sink, your urinal, your toilet, and then your shower space right here. It is rather curtains yung ginamit as opposed to glass because that's going to be easier for, again, in case you have someone who might be differently abled. Then you have a vanity, and then this entire wall is just for your wardrobe. Pretty neat, right? Okay, so let's go back outside so you can also see the view from when you leave this room. Diba? Ang aliwalas niya. Because you can directly see the garden right across your property. Okay, the side note though, here, may isang pinto nakalock, so I don't actually know what's behind that one. But this one is a powder room accessible for your guests. And then some storage. Okay. So But you can already tell what's gonna be out there. I don't think we need to go out that door because you can already see it. Spoiler alert, we have a swimming pool. But let's go through here first. So you have sliding glass doors over here that will lead you to your dining and your kitchen. Unahin na natin to. You have a massive kitchen. You have a U-shaped counter. You have an island counter here, which also acts as a bar. Storage underneath the U-shaped counter, and of course, overhead cupboards as well. That's your stove, your sink, and then your refrigerator. Again, the perfect triangle for when you're preparing food in the kitchen. From here, you have access to your pantry as well as your staff and service quarters. Hindi na tayo pupunta doon kasi maraming tao. But that is where the staff quarters are, as well as their own toilet and bath. And as I mentioned, your daily kitchen. Okay, now from your dining, you have a view of your backyard, your swimming pool, as well as your outdoor recreational area or your outdoor patio. Redundant pala yun, no? Kasi patios are generally outdoor. So let's head up. Okay, dito muna tayo. So that portion is again gonna lead to the staff quarters. So hindi na tayo pupunta doon. But you have this large area where you can fit several seating, like configure several seating spaces if you want, and all of it is going to be covered. And then from here, you can go to this area. So you have again another seating setup, and right next or right behind it, you have an easily accessible toilet and bath with your sink, your toilet, and then your partially enclosed shower space. Sorry, dog. Excuse me. Shadow ka excited magsalita. What was I gonna say? That one is very convenient for those who want to dip in the pool. So before they get in the pool, they can shower there, go out, and then when they're finished, ang dali lang, it's just a few meters away, take a shower and dry themselves. But yeah, this is the perfect place to hang out with family and friends. You have an outdoor kitchen over here, wala lang yung stove, but you have the sink already built in, and then a very tranquil swimming pool with a quiet water feature. Naka-on siya ngayon, and it's not that noisy. Normally, when we have water features turned on in other videos, ang ingay, diba? But this one is it sounds very nice. So you have some decks over here that act as stairs. And then you can kind of like chill by the swimming pool actually. Hang out here with your friends or family. But then dito sa side na to, in case it's drizzling a little bit, you can just hang out here and then go back to your living area. So that's what we're gonna do. So these are also sliding glass doors. Go. And we're back. And if you'll notice, the ceiling, again, very modern, sleek lines, but it still has depth. Quite literally, madaming cove lighting, down light or pin lights. Tapos, may mga chandelier pa. And then, of course, the stairs add a whole nother sense of depth to it. But before we head up, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and click on the bell so you get notified for whenever we release new YouTube videos. We're on Facebook, so make sure you hit like and see first, and follow us on Instagram at Presello_official. So this is in Merville, Paranaque, and if you want to see more of our listings in this area, make sure you go to our website at www.presello.com. Invest in your future. Invest with us. Invest with Presello. Okay, so when you go up the second floor, again, all you're gonna see is white, black glass, and warm lighting. That's the vibe, and of course you have dark wood. Okay, so on the second floor landing, you are immediately going to see this area which is open below, and you can peer over one of the living areas. And then this area is framed beautifully by this solid wood. Structurally, I'm not sure if it actually does help. At least itong part na to, I think this one does. I mean, ito load bearing to. Yun hindi ako sure, but it looks great. Nandito rin siya sa loob. So it's a nice accent. It's in the details. Okay, and then at the end of this hallway, syempre naka-lock. Ano ba yun? You have access to a balcony. So this is at the front of the property. If you were paying attention earlier at the facade, you might have seen this ledge. Pero generally, natatakpan siya ng mga halaman, which I think is lovely. This is actually a massive balcony. Apart from this entire space, which again, you can put some seating in, you actually do have access all the way to the back and access to all of the outdoor units of your AC. So that's great for maintenance, and it looks great from the street because you don't really see the outdoor units. Okay, let's go back inside. And then coming from here, you see more layers. All right, so it's modern, it's minimalist almost, but it still has character. And this is one of the bedrooms. So this one already has its built-ins, but it's up to you how you want to use this space. It's very bright. You have two of the walls with massive windows, sliding windows. And then this has an ensuite toilet and bath with your sink, toilet, and partially enclosed shower space. Pwede pa si John nagbablend din sa wall. Puro puti. And then over to this side, we have two other doors, so let's check it out. Okay, so this is one of the bedrooms as well. Generally, same color palette, pero may dagdag na gray for some of the accent parts, as well as the wall on this side, it's just gray. So again, very bright, meron lang blinds. And then over here, may personal items lang, no? But okay, hindi ako sure kung ano inon ko. There we go. All right, so this portion, make it, the first thing you will see to your right side is a frosted glass wall. So you don't really see anything beyond it, but that's where the actual ensuite toilet and bath is, with your toilet, sink, and shower space. And then this side on the left, wardrobe space. And then across this one, we have another bedroom. So this is the master. I was gonna say master toilet and bath. This is the master bedroom with an ensuite toilet and bath. So you have a lot of space. And speaking of a lot of space, lalo ko enough yung ilaw. Okay. Pagbigyan na, hindi ko kabisali mga switches. But you have your walk-in closet over here, as well as your toilet, sink, and enclosed shower space. Like this entire area is your enclosed shower space, and it's in frosted glass. And then from here, you have another door. Oh, and this one has access to an office. This is nice, nice and private. And then from the office, you have another toilet and bath. So it's a his and hers type of situation. Your sink, your toilet, and then your partially enclosed shower space. So pwedeng ito yung toilet and bath na isa sa kanila, and then the other one goes in the other, or in the main ensuite. It's pretty neat. I like it. I like having your own separate spaces. I mean, just because you live together doesn't mean you have to share everything, right? If you can have your own, even better. Okay, so that was the second floor. Let's now head up the third. So this one feels more like an attic, actually. From here pa lang, you can tell na yung ceiling, diba? It follows the roof, or the shape of the roof. So it has that very truss, like parang exposed trusses yung vibe niya. So parang yun nga, attic. So I'm gonna check it out first. Follow me in a bit. Okay, so nauna lang ako dito just to check kasi syempre baka may personal items, diba? So they've used this as storage, this entire area. So that's a massive room. And then there is a toilet and bath over here, as well as another storeroom behind John. But this is one of the storerooms. Nice and bright, right? I love it when they make use of spaces like this, very unique. Makes it feel kind of magical, really. Meron ka ng allowance for your window type AC unit to go in here, and then more French type windows over here. Tapos syempre, yung ceiling. This side is cozier because it's lower. It has that very, this is my space type of vibe. And dito mas high ceiling. Love it. Okay, so obviously you have a lot of storage space. That being said though, it's now time for a recap, but first make sure you check out these really minimalist B-rolls. Have 705 square meters of lot area. I know, right? Ang laki niyang lot. And then it's a rough estimate between 300 to 350 square meters of floor area spread between 3 levels. You have 7 toilet and baths and 1 powder room and about 5 bedrooms, one of which is on the ground floor. And then you have this beautiful compartmentalized layout. But it doesn't feel that way kasi puro glass. You can, from sitting here in the living area, I can see the swimming pool, the carport, the lanai outside, the dining area. It's great. It's very open feeling, especially since you have so much light streaming in through the leaves surrounding, or through the plants surrounding your property. It's so nice. It's nice and modern and tropical. And it's here in Merville Paranaque. So if you're anyone you know wants to see this place, send this video to them, or if you want to see it for yourself, send us a message or go to our website at www.presello.com. Invest in your future. Invest with us. Invest with Presello. If you want to see more house tours, make sure you click here. And if you want to see more of our Build Your Owns or BYOs, click here. And if you want to see more of our other content, click right here. Also, if you haven't subscribed, okay?